Morning. Another good night's sleep, for sure. And we are finally on our way to the last hotel for the trip. Look at this. I started uploading this last night around 8 or 9 o'clock. It is right now 9:21 in the morning, and it's not finished. Thank you, Hotel Internet. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Well, we are finally back on the interstate, getting ready to head to our last hotel of the trip. If this video was super shaky, I apologize. This interstate is not in the best of conditions. So yeah, we are going to be getting to our last hotel within the next, I give it about 5 hours or so. And I actually might stop and get some gas here soon. I'm almost at half a tank, but I could probably go a little bit longer, right? This has been a real fun trip so far. I've really been enjoying myself. The Science Museum was definitely a lot of fun going to. Yeah, see, like I said, it's super shaky. It's moving my camera around. I don't like it. But it's just been a ton of fun. I've really enjoyed myself so far. I miss home. I really do. I miss seeing my family and everything, but you know, it's just that time. It's that time that, you know, I get doing what I gotta do. And you know, it's gonna be exciting for sure. And I'm sure a lot of you probably understand that if you've already left home for your own jobs, or you know, even something like leaving for college, and you know, just that official finally leaving home, you know, for good, to start your own life. And it's exciting, it's scary, and it's an adventure worth having for sure. And I'm excited to get started with it. But yeah, it'll be about 4 or 5 hours to get to this next hotel. So it won't be too long of a drive. Probably do a little more scenic stuff while I'm driving, like I've done the last 2 trips. It's actually going to start getting pretty flat here soon. For those of you who may not have who figured it out yet, I'm traveling west, and where I'm going to be hitting is going to be a lot of deserts. So there won't be much to look at, which is unfortunate for me. Driving by myself, I will be a very bored driver if this is the case, but well, just make do with it as we can, right? Listen, got myself a good playlist going on, so I'll be sure to be listening to that, definitely, especially once I hit the flat areas and it's like nothing for miles and miles across. So yeah, that's really about it for right now. More updates as they come. See you then, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be about like this during my drive, and it's only gonna get flatter after that. Hopefully for some scenic stuff, I actually saw wind turbines like in a big field down that way, so hopefully we'll be able to pass by some on this interstate, because I think that'd be really cool to record. I've only been around wind turbine fields like once in my life, so I still find them really cool to look at. So yeah, that'll be fun to record. But until then, it's gonna be about like this the whole way through. So catch you later.
love beef jerky. It's the greatest food a man can have. It's the best. Well, guys, I'm just about outside of Oklahoma, heading onward to the final hotel. It's been fun so far. Passed by a bunch of wind turbines, and I know those are pretty old news nowadays. This is only the second time in my life I've ever seen them, so I still think they're super cool to look at. And the thing you're generating power by wind. That's awesome. Like just the innovation that we have, and super cool to see those things at work. Those things are freaking enormous to begin with. I mean, just gigantic. I mean, I can't think of anything else in the world that could ever reach that kind of size. Get your mind out of the gutter. But yeah, scenery-wise, things are getting pretty flat. Starting to get out of the mountain areas and starting to reach the big plain areas. So as of right now, everything's looking about as flat as my subscriber plateau and about as empty as my humor. Flat expanses or not, that is one hell of a view. I mean, look how far out you can see. That's crazy. See, I've always been used to living in places that was, really mountainy and really hilly and everything, and so I actually haven't been in a place where you can actually see as far out as you can. Once these hills kind of go away a little bit, you'll be able to see what I mean. For those of you who don't live in these kind of areas, I mean, you can just see out forever. So yeah, I'll probably just skip over to where you can start seeing a really good view of the place without the ditches on the side. I mean, look at that. That looks beautiful. That's freaking gorgeous. I've never been able to see out that far from where I live. And granted, I lived in, what's considered country, There was more cropland than people where I lived. But it wasn't this open. I mean, this is just amazing. This is just an awesome view. And I think this is actually right here next to me. This is like a ranch. A ranch, like this entire area right here is all ranch land. I mean, you can imagine how many hundreds of acres this person must own for this ranch. That's amazing. thing right there? That thingy? That weird metal looking thing?
Well, basically what that is, and I've actually seen a few of those back where I live at, those are very economically sound ways of watering crops. And places like around here where it's a bit drier and don't get as much rain, this is a really good way of them watering their crops. And so basically what it does is it gets all its water from one well, right there, usually right at its base, and basically evenly distributes all the water so that the entire area that it that it goes around gets an even coating of water for the crops. That first one that you all saw back there was probably the longest one I've ever seen. It spanned that entire field down that way, and I didn't even see like the beginning of it. I've never seen one that long. I just thought I'd share something random and weird because I thought it was cool. But holy crap, it was ridiculously long. Take that as you will, you filthy-minded people. Guys, we made it to the last hotel of the trip. It was a short drive, thank goodness, because I was not feeling like driving for a really long time today. And we're just going to spend the rest of this afternoon just kind of chilling and hanging out. I'm right here on the interstate, and I didn't exactly see anything like huge or amazing. Most everything around me right now is still under construction and whatnot. But there is a Japanese steakhouse right next to this hotel, which I'm thinking of going to go have dinner at, because I haven't had Japanese in a while, and that sounds pretty dang good. But since I have all this time in my hands, I am going to be doing a little gameplay today. I'm going to continue on Albino Lullaby, and if I have the time, I'll think about trying to download Ebe for my next Let's Play. I'm going to take a look at some other games too that I'm thinking of getting. I don't know why I'm just walking around the place, but I don't know, I'm just kind of browsing around. This place isn't too bad. You know, once again, no jacuzzi in the living room, but it's still pretty cozy. Still pretty cozy indeed. Here, check it out. See all that? That looks nice, don't it? There's my backpack. There's the bed. A nice TV and a little work area right here. I'm going to clear that out so I can fix up a little area to work on the gameplay. Yeah, pretty nice looking, I'm not going to lie. I like it, so gonna have some fun. Gonna continue playing that. This video may not be as long as the other two legs of the trip were, just because it was a short drive and there's not much around here to do. But I guess while we're here, we can kind of just chill and chat for a little bit. How's that sound? So yeah, so far this has been a pretty fun trip. I'm not gonna lie, I have enjoyed myself a lot. This is my first road trip, like I said, doing it all on my own. So it's pretty different from what I've done before, but it's been so much fun so far. I like driving as it is, and where I used to live, everything around me was like 30 minutes away, so I have to drive long distances anyways. So driving a long time doesn't necessarily bother me. But I mean, it's just been so much fun just getting to see the change of scenery, going from like, you know, trees all around me until like now where I'm at, it's just like open plains, wind turbines everywhere, you know, just huge ranch lands and things like that. You know, it's interesting to see, you know, how the lay of the land just changes as you transition. And where I'm going to end up being, it's going to be a lot of that. And I'm looking forward to getting there finally. Looking forward to getting started with my job and everything. And I know, I tell you guys, I'm a mechanic by trade, but I don't really go much more into detail about that. It's mainly because of like, personal, privacy and things like that. And as of right now, not saying it's not going to happen, but as of right now, I'm just not really wanting to share too much about myself because I want to leave a few things out, for curiosity, so that if I ever get a chance, because I plan on, for one of my milestone goals, I want to be able to do a draw my life. I want to be able to do a Q&A, and I don't want to let out too much before that, so you guys don't know that much. That way, it would make it more interesting to talk about things that I haven't told you all about. So that's kind of why I don't talk too much about it. That and personal privacy and everything is just letting on a whole bunch of stuff about my personal life on the internet as of right now in our current situation with internet and whatnot. It's not the smartest decision, but as long as you're smart about it, you don't really have to worry about too much. I was thinking about some other games that I could play, besides Undertale, Layers of Fear, possibly Soma if I decide to get that. I haven't decided yet if I want to get that. I was thinking on the lines of I want to get GTA 5, and I want to get for the PC. That way I can play online and play on that, because I think that'd be a ton of fun to do. And I don't have a capture card for my Xbox, so it would be a better plan for me to get it for the PC and just play it on that, since I already have a gamepad that's PC compatible. So I definitely want to do like highlights and stuff like that if I can get other people to do that with me, and we can do like a highlights reel of all that. And what I haven't shared with you guys, the fact that I've actually joined a newly formed partnership, YouTube partnership, called Express Network. They're newly formed. They don't have that many people on board yet with them because they're so fresh. But they seem pretty legit. They seem pretty cool. I've actually been in contact with the owner of the Express Network, and yeah, they seem really cool. He is actually planning on not only just having that as a place to put other people's videos to promote it, but he also wants to put out his own stuff to show his interaction with the people that are in the partnership with them, which I think is really cool, actually. Aside from that, and so what I was thinking is, a lot of my multiplayer things and stuff like that, highlights and stuff like that, I would put on his channel for the Express Network, because that'd be a cool way to help promote the channel. And kind of start a really good partnership with them. They've been really good to me so far. They provide music library and everything, and the way their payment works is 80-20. They only take a 20% cut, and the other 80% goes to the creator, which is a really good deal for those trying to just get started with YouTube and everything. Obviously someone in my situation. And so, yeah, why not? That'd be an awesome way to get started with it. And I think that, as long as we both stay active with it, it's going to be a really good partnership. I'm also going to be continuing my my playing with friends, where I do more multiplayer with my buddy Charles, as we did with 100% Orange Juice. And by the time we get started with more of that and with better games, hopefully I'll have my new gaming PC, so that we don't have to worry about the game crashing like it did in the last video, because that was a nightmare, to be completely honest. I was not too happy with that. Honestly, I didn't really want to release it, but it was the only footage that we had of us, being able to have time to play a game with each other. And so so I figured let's go on and put it out there. Once I get my better desktop, then I'll be able to put out better multiplayer videos. And with that, there's a lot of smaller games that we plan on playing together that I haven't really seen much gameplay of. And so
I think it'll be really cool to play those because he's got a knack for pointing out good multiplayer games, and so whenever he comes up with a good game idea, I definitely get excited because he's really good at figuring them out. Like 100% Orange Juice, he actually gifted that game to me and said, "Yo, we're playing this. No reason not to. Don't give me an excuse why you can't." And so I was like, "Okay, bro, we'll play it." And it turned out to be really fun. We had a really fun time. We played a lot of it off camera, and it was a really enjoyable game. And I love playing it now, So who knows? Maybe you guys will check it out and get into it, and we can play a few rounds of 100% Orange Juice together. That'd be a lot of fun. On top of that, I'm thinking of doing something like I have Gary's Mod, so doing something with that. I think I said it earlier. I want to do something with Flash games as well because I grew up with Flash games, and so I'm thinking going on to all the different websites that I went to as a kid, the game websites, and playing all the different Flash games that I loved playing. I've already got a few in my mind that I kind of wanna do a gameplay of that. It's just because I loved the game so much as a kid that I'm obviously going to have a ton of fun with it now and getting to share it with you guys. Maybe some of you guys will remember those games and be a little trip down Flash game memory lane. But I will keep you guys updated on everything. I'll be active on Twitter. I'll be active on update vlogs and everything. But yeah, that's really about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until my next vlog comes out, this is goodbye for now. I'll see you tomorrow, guys, for the last leg of the trip. See ya.